pangalawang taon pa lang ni President Bongbong Marcos, meron ng coup plot mga kotsero. Well, of course, nilinaw na yan maghapon, no? Pero 'di ba yung bakit meron agad-agad coup attempt, the coup plots or whatever? My goodness. Ito kasi yung balita kanina. Actually, kagabi pa 'to. Ayan, ano pong sinabi? AFP chief reveals destabilization plot against Marcos. Grabe naman 'to. Grabe. No, panoorin natin yung sinabi niya. Mas maganda mga kotsero kung panoorin natin sinabi ni Chief of Staff General Browner. Si General Browner ba? Tama, General Browner. Okay? Si General Romeo Browner. Yan. Okay, panoorin natin to.
Ulitin ko po ulit itong ibig sabihin ng unity na ito. Some of you have heard this a lot of times, but please bear with me so that we could explain to the others our direction in the armed forces of the Philippines. Unity is our acronym. Letter U means unification. We would like to unify the organization, our organization, the armed forces of the Philippines, into one solid professional organization. Marami po tayong naririnig ngayon masasabi natin mga destabilization efforts. Masasabi na dapat palitan ang ating Pangulo dahil sa maraming rason. May mga nagsasabi na dapat ay magkaroon ulit ng kudeta.
Wow.
And sadly, some of them were former officers of the armed forces of the Philippines. At nakausap ko yung iba sa kanila. Sabi ko sa kanila, sir, you have the right to do that because we are in a democracy. But please, do not involve the active personnel of the armed forces of the Philippines. Kaya panawagan ko sa ating mga kasundaluhan, officers and enlisted personnel, huwag tayong sumama sa mga ganitong mga movements. Maraming nag-encourage, hinihikayat ng individual members natin.
Grabe naman.
Once we find out that any one of our active personnel are involved in this, we will act swiftly but judiciously. Okay? So wag na. Huwag na natin tayong mag-isip. Maawa na tayo sa ating bansa. Let's give our country a chance to move forward to progress.
Yun. Napakalinaw no sinabi ni General Browner mga kakutsero, no? Hinihikayat pa nga niya yung mga kasama niya sa AFP na kapag may nag-imbita, wag nang sumama. Pero bago tayo magpatuloy sa ating topic ngayong gabi, nais ko po munang magpasalamat sa mga kaibigan natin sa Sendwave. Kung kayo po ay nasa US, UK, Canada, Italy, France, Spain, Ireland, and Belgium, ay pwede nyo po gamitin si Sendwave para magpadala ng inyong mga remittances, mga kotsero. Wala pong remittance fees yan. At kung gagamitin po si Sendwave, mga kotsero, ang gawin nyo lang ay i-download ang Sendwave app, gawa kayo ng account, ilagay nyo ba ang account details nyo dyan, at pwede na po kayo magpadala sa GCash, Cash Paycap at iba't ibang mga bangko rin sa Pilipinas. At sa inyo pong unang padala, mga kotsero, ay makakuha pa kayo ng karagdagang $20 free credit. Kaya mga kotsero, gamitin na po si Sendwave for all of your remittance needs. Yun, game. This is a very, very serious, actually, hindi pa nga allegation to eh. This is a very, very serious, quote-unquote, expose, no? Kung we can call it an expose. And actually, it is nakakalungkot mga kotsero na we are only into a year and a half of President Bongbong Marcos's administration. Meron na mga ganitong klaseng mga drama, no? Galing sa whoever. Hindi natin alam kung sino yung mga actors na ito, mga kotsero. Pero ito na nga, may paglilinaw ng konti na ginawa ang AFP at ang National Security Council. Ito pong sinabi ng AFP. So, sabi, no destabilization plot versus Marcos admin. Sinabi po yan ng AFP. Yan. Ito po sinabi ng kanilang spokesperson, si Colonel Medel Aguilar. Ang sabi niya, na-misquote daw si General Browner. Spokesperson Colonel Medel Aguilar said that General Romeo Browner was misquoted after reports stated that he revealed a destabilization plot against Marcos in a change of command ceremony of the Western Mindanao Command on Friday. Sabi na misquote daw, General Romeo Browner Jr., the Chief of Staff AFP, was simply misquoted. At nilinaw pa ni Colonel Aguilar, Browner merely mentioned the reported efforts by certain individuals to upset the peace and stability that the country is enjoying right now under the leadership of President Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr. Okay. The spokesperson also noted that Browner only reminded all AFP personnel to remain professional. Yun lang naman daw yun. Pinaano lang daw. Tawag dito. Pinagsabihan lang naman daw na manatiling professional, ang sabi. At loyal to their oath to protect the people and the state. Okay. Mamaya tayo magre-react, mga kotsero, dito sa sinabi ni Colonel Aguilar. At in-echoing, no? In-echo nila yan. In-echo ni National Security Council yan. Ang sinabi ng National Security Council kanina, National Security Council quells coup d'etat plot rumors against Marcos administration. Ano pong sinabi ng National Security Council natin? National Security Council General Eduardo Año has brushed aside rumors of a coup d'etat plot ostensibly by certain retired officials or officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines against the administration of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. on Saturday. Kanina po yan. So, sinabi na wala naman daw coup d'etat plot. Wala naman daw ganon. Anya said that General Romeo Browner, the AFP Chief of Staff, was misquoted by local press. So, inulit lang ng National Security Council yung sinabi ng ating AFP by local press members while he led the joint change of command and chief of office ceremony for the Western Mindanao Command o Westmincom and the Inspector General of the AFP at Camp Basilio Navarro in Zamboanga City. Sabi ni Secretary Año, the Chief of Staff of the AFP was misquoted. Mali lang daw ang pagkakakwento, guys. Or misinterpreted by the media while he was talking to the troops. Okay. Ang sabi pa ni Secretary Año, Año maintained that the Marcos administration has a good relationship with the officers and men of the AFP, asserting that their freedom of expression is not curtailed and can be exercised without political motivation. Sabi, yes, there were healthy and passionate exchanges or debates among some retired or former military officers, and even some criticism against certain policies of the current administration. But they are within the bounds of our democratic space. Although oftenly abused, they are part of the freedom of expression where most are academic discussions or politically motivated. Yan. Hindi naman daw yun, coup attempt. Hindi naman sila nagtatawag ng isang coup attempt. Nagkukwentuhan lang naman daw sila. At minsan yung kwentuhan ay nagiging mainit. Año reiterated that there is no destabilization plot against the current administration because the AFP members have remained loyal to Marcos, their commander-in-chief. Sabi niya, but there is no destabilization plot movement against the government. The AFP and the entire security sector are loyal to the commander-in-chief and will not be influenced to join any destabilization plot against the government. The security sector shall remain vigilant and ready to take immediate action against any sinister group that will undermine our national security. So, inuulit-ulit lang nila, no, na wala namang destabilization plot laban kaya President Ferdinand Bongbong Marcos. Wala naman daw ganun. But I have, of course, hindi naman ako sa military. Wala naman akong contact sa military. Wala naman akong kilalang sundalo, wala akong kilalang retired general, wala akong kilalang whoever, anyone from the military. Wala akong kilalang ganun. But hindi rin naman tayo pinanganak kahapon. Alam niyo po, simple lang naman po yung ano eh. Sa akin, simple lang naman yan eh. Kung may usok, may apoy. Ulitin ko lang mga kutsero. Kung may usok, may apoy. Ngayon mga kutsero, sasabihin ko ba na merong destabilization plot? Well, sinabi na nila na wala. Sinabi na ng AFP natin na walang destabilization plot. But, syempre, hindi naman sila aamin kung meron. Yun ang akin. At, ako naniniwala ako na ang AFP natin ay nasa likod ni Presidente. Naniniwala ako doon. But hindi rin ako magtataka kung merong mga usap-usapan sa tabi-tabi ng isang destabilization plot. Lalo na binanggit ng isang General Browner na Chief of Staff ng Armed Forces of the Philippines yang impormasyon yan. Ulitin natin para lang makuha natin yung kasi ang bigat ng binitawan niyang salita.
Itin ko po ulit itong ibig sabihin ng unity na ito. Some of you have heard this a lot of times, but please bear with me so that we will explain to the others our direction in the Armed Forces of the Philippines. Unity is our acronym. Letter U means unification. We would like to unify the organization, our organization, the Armed Forces of the Philippines, into one solid professional organization.
Good.
Marami po tayong naririnig ngayon.
Ito na.
Mga masasabi natin mga destabilization efforts.
Yun.
Masasabi na dapat palitan ang ating Pangulo dahil sa maraming rason. May mga nagsasabi na dapat ay magkaroon ulit ng kudeta. And sadly,
siguro, I mean, if I'm going to take it with a grain of salt, kung tiisipin ko lang na, okay, kwento-kwento lang to, ganyan-ganyan. Ang iisipin ko, baka naman kasi sa group chat nila, di ba nagkukwentuhan sila sa group chat, etc., nabanggit na, ay, dapat ganito, ito na lang yung presidente, ay, dapat ganito yung ginagawa ni presidente, etc., etc. Pwede kasing ganung kwentuhan lang. It's not really a destabilization plot. Diba? Pwede, marami namang gumagawa nun eh. Kami, may GC kami, ng mga kasama nating vloggers, tapos sinasabi nila, dapat ganito yung ginawa ni presidente, dapat ganito yung ginawa ni presidente, etc., etc., dapat ganito yung nangyayari sa bansa, etc., etc. All of those are covered by, by our freedom of expression. Lalo na yung mga retired, tulad to, retired AFP, covered na sila niyan ng freedom of expression. So as far as that is concerned, dito sa parte na to na sinabi ni General Browner, walang problema. Walang issue. Kaso may kasunod. Ito yung sinabing kasunod.
Some of them were former officers of the Armed Forces of the Philippines. At nakausap ko po yung iba sa kanila. Sabi ko sa kanila, sir, you have the right to do that because we are in a democracy. But please, do not involve the active personnel of the Armed Forces.
Yun. Ito yun, mga kutsero.
Kaya,
dito sa parte na to, nung sinabi ni General Browner na please do not involve the active members of the AFP, yun yung parang giveaway. Na parang, so this is not just kwentuhan. Hindi lang to debate sa isang GC or sa isang democratic space. No, now it goes beyond that. Kasi parang may panghihikayat na nagaganap, which was also mentioned by General Browner.
panawagan ko sa ating mga kasundaluhan, officers and enlisted personnel, huwag tayong sumama sa mga ganito.
See? Huwag daw sumama.
Maraming nag-encourage, hinihikayat yung individual members natin.
Yun. Maraming nang e-encourage, maraming humihikayat sa individual members natin. And, Ah, for me, yun yung giveaway. That's the giveaway for me. Na merong effort. May effort talaga kasi may nanghihikayat eh. Kung may nanghihikayat, edi merong binubuo. So it may not be a destabilization. There may not be, wala mang destabilization plot ngayon, wala mang plano magkudeta ngayon right at this time, pero may niluluto. At yun actually ang medyo para sa akin medyo nakakabagabag. Bakit? Kasi mga kotsero, mukhang inuulit nila ang naging strategy na ginawa nila laban kay former President Joseph Ejercito Estrada. Yung kasi naging strategy. Tingnan nyo to. July 7, 2001. This is a few months. So, a few months lang, no? Matapos siyang bumaba sa pwesto bilang Pangulo. Anong sinabi ni Joseph Estrada? I trusted military too much. Yung sinabi niya. Lakayan natin ang konti. Ayan. Former President Joseph Estrada, who was toppled from power following a people power revolt, quote-unquote, in January, said yesterday he regretted placing too much trust in the military. Maybe what I learned was that I gave too much trust to my subordinates in government. That the lessons that I have learned, especially with regard to the military, sabi niya. Sabi niya, Estrada, who is being held by police while awaiting trial for economic plunder, was forced to step down on January 20. After, nagtulak sa kanya para bumaba? After top officers from the military and the police said they could not serve under him. Yun. At the time, he was undergoing an impeachment trial in the Senate for corruption and misusing his office. Crowds began gathering in many parts of Metro Manila, demanding his ouster after the trial was torpedoed by loyalist senators. Actually, meron akong info dyan tungkol dyan kay Joseph Estrada na yan. Kung nag-intay lang sila ng konti pa, kung nag-intay lang sila na buksan yung envelope and everything, ma-absuelto daw talaga si Joseph Estrada. That's from a reliable source. So, but anyway, tas ito ngayon. After the military and the police backed the demonstrators, Vice President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo was sworn in to succeed Estrada. Ngayon, Estrada said that during his 31-month rule, the government doubled the allowance of soldiers and granted free houses and educational scholarships to children of those killed in action in the government campaign against Muslim rebels in the South. We gave all the support, all the trust, he said. I took care of the soldiers and the police because they are the protectors of our country and I believe in the Constitution. When I appointed Chief of Staff General Angelo Reyes, I told him that your commander-in-chief is always subordinate to our Constitution. I did not expect that they will be the ones who will not follow the Constitution. Reyes is now Defense Secretary in the Arroyo Cabinet. Okay. So, 31 months, mga kotsero. 31-month rule. 31-month rule. Nakailang buwan na ba si Presidente? Pang ilang buwan na ba niya ngayon? May 1 year. 1 year siya ng July, August, September, October, November. So, 16 months. 16 months. May pa. May 15 months pa. Pumasok yung 31-month rule. Ngayon mga kotsero, as early as now, ay meron ng mga chismis ng kudeta. And hindi lang po yan ang nangyayari. Ito pa po, meron tayong isa pang babasahin galing naman New York Times noong 2000. Philippine leader facing bad review is ready for a change in his image. Okay, hindi natin mabasahin yung buo. Pero ito yung parte na babasahin natin. Ayan. Sabi, the public is desperate for its president to pull himself together and start getting things done. A former movie actor with a lackadaisical approach to government, Mr. Estrada has increasingly become the subject of jokes, gossip, and that old Philippine staple, coup rumors. So mga kutsero, masasabi po natin with some level of certainty na kung saan may apoy, kung saan may usok, merong apoy. Hindi man ho natin alam kung sino yung mga actors ngayon. Pero ngayon pa lang na nagsabi na ang AFP chief na parang merong nanghihikayat na maging parte ng isang destabilization effort. At kahit sabihin po ng ating AFP na at NSC na wala, ano lang yan, na-misquote lang si General Browner, di ba? Huwag mag-alala. Buong-buo ang suporta ng militar kay President Bongbong Marcos. Hindi pa rin ho natin maiaalis sa ating mga isip na, pero wait, nung panahon ni GMA, ganyan yung nangyari Ay, di panahon ni Erap, ganun yung nangyari. Tinanggal si Erap sa posisyon dahil sa isang coup attempt. Nag-kudeta ang kanyang mga top officers ng AFP at PNP. Is this a repeat? Repeat performance ba to ng kanilang ginawa noon kay Erap Estrada? Yan ang magandang tanong. Sino ang actors kung ganun? Kasi alam nyo mga kutsero, napapansin ko rin, no, na si Presidente, ginagawa rin nilang source ng katatawanan, mga kutsero. Hindi na obvious naman yan, di ba? Ang dami nating naririnig tungkol kay President Bongbong Marcos na parang ginagawa siyang butt of the jokes, di ba? Coming from anyone, coming from the Dilawan, coming from the DDS, coming from, yung mga masama ang loob sa kanya dahil hindi sila inappoint. So, naririnig natin yun sa kanilang lahat. So, parang, gusto nyo magkaroon ng repeat ng kung paano unceremoniously pinababa ang Pangulong then Joseph Estrada. Nalala ko noon, meron pa yung mga Erap jokes. May libro pa nga yun yung Erap jokes. Ang dami noon. Ngayon, di ba, maraming memes. Maraming memes tungkol kay Presidente Bongbong Marcos. Syempre, hindi pa usong internet nung panahon ni Erap Estrada. Pero ngayon, may internet na. Pero iniisip ko, kung uso yung internet nung panahon ni Joseph Estrada, baka siya yung tinadtad ng memes. Di ba? Hindi ho ako magtataka kung meron ho talagang effort. Na kasi, alam nyo, ang hirap kasi i-discount nung sinabi ni General Browner na may nanghihikayat. Yun, mga kakutsero, may nanghihikayat eh. At pinagsabihan niya ang AFP. Itong AFP dito, na nandito sa event na to. Pinagsabihan niya na huwag kayong sumali. Huwag kayong sumali dahil we will act swiftly and judiciously. That is not a request. It is a command. So, ang hirap pong sabihin na, hindi, wala lang yan. Ano lang yan, na-misinterpret lang. I don't think there was any misinterpretation. Baka tinatry lang alam niyo na, syempre, PR. Baka tinatry lang i-manage yung kwento tungkol dyan. But, mga kutsero, the fact is, nagsalita si General Browner, nagsabi siya na may mga grupo at may mga tao na nagpaplano na magkudeta at nanghihikayat ng mga miyembro ng ating hukbong sandatahan diyan sa kanilang kudeta. At nakiusap si General Browner na maawa sa ating bansa. Maawa. Yun yung keyword doon, mga kutsero. Maawa sa ating bansa. Dahil merong progreso na nakukuha ngayon sa administrasyon ni President Bongbong Marcos. Maniwala kayo sa hindi, mga kotsero, we are in a better position now than we were 3 years ago. Syempre, considering may pandemic, 2020, kakalabas lang natin ng pandemic. We are in the middle of a pandemic, etc., etc. At kung ang iisipin natin, Coach Jared, ang taas pa rin ng presyo ng bilihin eh. Parang hindi ko nararamdaman yung progreso. Ang taas ng presyo ng ganito, taas ng presyo ng ganyan, etc., etc. Yun na ba yung dahilan para magkakudeta? I mean, the president is only a year and a half in his administration? Gusto ba natin ura-urada? Uulitin ba natin yung pagkakamali na nangyari noong 1986 EDSA Revolution? This is not, by the way, this is not the first. Hindi po yung si ERAP yung first time. Meron pa tayo 1986 EDSA Revolution. O 1986, bagsak ang Pilipinas. O yan. Tapos, 2001, nagkaroon ulit, bagsak uli ang Pilipinas. Tapos ngayon, gusto na naman natin isabotahe ang Pilipinas. Bakit? Give the Philippines a fighting chance. Marami na tayong partnerships. Dami nating nabuo na trade partnerships with many countries. Bakit natin isasabotahe yan with a coup d'etat? Kaysa pumasok yung mga negosyo sa Pilipinas, hindi sila papasok. Bakit? Nagkakagulo. Bakit natin sinasabotahe yung sarili nating bansa? Meron tayong gulo dyan sa West Philippine Sea. Tapos biglang may coup d'etat. Paano natin may paglalaban ng karapatan natin dyan sa West Philippine Sea? Merong nagkakagulo tayo dito sa loob ng ating bansa. Unti-unti na tayo nakakaahon sa naging damage ng pandemic. Ang daming drugs na nasasawata ng ating administrasyon. Ang daming drug pusher na nahuhuli. Pero konti lang ang namamatay. Yung smugglers ng bigas at onions, may kaso na. Yung sa onions, may kaso na. Yung sa bigas, may nagki-case build up na sila para dun sa bigas. Pero, gusto natin putulin yon. Bakit? Dahil merong gustong umentrada, may gustong mamulitika, may gustong makaposisyon, may gustong makaposisyon ulit or bagong posisyon, bagong tao, we don't know. But as far as we are concerned, mga kakotsero, nakikiusap naman po kami sa inyo sa AFP. Alam po namin, tagapagtanggol po kayo ng bansa. At nirerespeto po namin, nagpapasalamat po kami sa inyong serbisyo. Pero doon naman po, para sa mga retired na miyembro ng AFP, nakikiusap po kami sa inyo, tulad po ng pakikiusap ni General Browner. Huwag naman po natin isabotahe ang ating bansa. Huwag naman po natin i-derail ang ating progreso. Kasi mga kotsero, ang iniisip ko lang, okay, makuha natin yung gusto nating politika ngayon, paano naman yung bukas? So, yun lang naman. Nakikiusap lang naman po, mga ma'am, sir. At yun. So hanggang dito lang po muna tayo sa video na ito, mga kotsero. Okay, huwag niyo pong kalimutan mag-like, share, and subscribe sa Coach Jared YouTube channel. At huwag niyo rin po kalimutan i-follow po tayo sa ating Facebook page. And I'll see all of you in our next Coach Jared Live. God bless you and see you next time, guys. Bye!